Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Course Fundamental of Computers, Course Code 8403, Level BBA. Unit 4, Networks. Network Basic. A network in computing is a group of two or more devices that can communicate. In practice, a network is comprised of a number of different computer systems connected by physical or wireless connections. The scale can range from a single PC sharing out basic peripherals to massive data centers located around the world to the internet itself. Regardless of scope, all networks allow computers and individuals to share information and resources. Computer networks serve a number of purposes, some of which include communications such as email, instant messaging, chat rooms, etc. Shared hardware such as printers and input devices. Shared data and information through the use of shared storage devices. Shared software, which is achieved by running applications on remote computers. Common types of networks. Local area network. A local area network, LAN, is a privately owned computer network covering a small network's geographical area, like a home, office, or groups of buildings. Example, a school network. A LAN is used to connect the computers and other network devices so that the devices can communicate with each other to share the resources. The resources to be shared can be a hardware device like printer, software like an application program, or even data. The size of LAN is usually small. The various devices in LAN are connected to central devices called hub or switch using a cable. Nowadays, LANs are being installed using wireless technologies. Such a system makes use of access point or APs to transmit and receive data. One of the computers in a network can become a server serving all the remaining computers called clients. LAN offers high-speed communication of data rates up to 100 megabytes per second. Below you can see a diagram of a LAN for you to understand how the local area network works. In the center, you will see a hub and all the other devices, laptops or personal computers are connected with each other through that hub, and they can easily share data with each other. Metropolitan Area Network. MAN stands for Metropolitan Area Networks. It is one of a number of types of networks. A MAN is relatively new class of network. Metropolitan Area Network is larger than a local area network, and as its name implies, it covers the area of a single city. MANs rarely extend beyond 100 km and frequently comprise a combination of different hardware and transmission media. It can be single network such as a cable TV network, or it is a means of connecting a number of LANs into a larger network so that the resources can be shared LAN to LAN as well as device to device. A MAN can be created as a single network such as cable TV network covering the entire city or a group of several local area networks. In this way, resource can be shared from LAN to LAN and from computer to computer also. WANs are usually owned by large organizations to interconnect its various branches across a city. Below the diagram of a metropolitan area network. Consider the buildings are different bank branches all across the country or in a city, and they are sharing data with each other through metropolitan area network. Wide area network. A wide area network is a telecommunication network. A wide area network is simply a LAN of LANs or a network of networks. WANs connect LAN that may be on opposite sides of a building, across the country or around the world. WANs are characterized by the slowest data communication rates and the largest distance. WANs can be of two types, an enterprise WAN and global WAN. Computers connected to a wide area network are often connected through public networks, such as the telephone system. They can also be connected through leased lines or satellites. The largest WAN in existence is the Internet. Some segments of the Internet, like VPN-based extents, are also WANs in themselves. Finally, many WANs are corporate or research networks that utilize leased lines. Organizations supporting WAN using the Internet Protocol are known as Network Service Providers or NSPs. These form the core of the Internet. Network structuring. Network structure is a term used to describe the method of how data on a network is organized and viewed. Below diagram will help you to understand how network structure works in an organization. Network hardware. Network hardware is the individual components of a network system that are responsible for transmitting data and facilitating the operations of a computer network. Although a network contains many hardware components, there are several basic categories that make up the complete operations of a network system. Here are some of the different categories and how they contribute as a whole to the overall functioning of a network system. Network router. A network router is a hardware device that is connected to multiple channels for different networks through an interface that is situated on each network. The router is usually located within the layers of a network that determine the path for the transfer of data, with the router acting as a processing unit for information packets. The router duplicates information packets for use during transmission from one network to another. The router uses a specific protocol or set of rules to determine which information packets are to be routed to certain interfaces within the network. Different types of routers perform different functions depending upon the requirements of the network system. Here you can see a diagram of a network router. You will be able to find different types of network router in the market. Network interface card. Network interface cards are used to connect each computer to the network so that they can communicate with the network router to receive information packets. The interface cards determine the infrastructure of a local area network and allow all of the computers to connect to the network. There are many different types of network interface cards that perform different functions within the network, which include Ethernet cards and wireless network interface cards. Here you can see a diagram of network interface card, which has an Ethernet port which enables a computer to connect to a network router in order to exchange data with that router. Network switches. Network switches work similar to routers because they both copy information from one area of the network to the other. However, network switches contain multiple ports for copying frames of information from one port to the other. Like routers, switches operate within the layers of a network and evaluate every frame before determining the port in which the frame should be copied. Network switches are more sophisticated than their predecessor, the network hub, which copied all frames to all ports instead of determining individual destinations. This required more bandwidth than what is required with network switches. Here is a diagram. Here's an image of a network switch, and this switch has 24 ports, which means 24 devices can be attached to this switch. In market, you will be able to find network switch with 8 ports. Network bridge. A network bridge divides traffic on a local area network by separating the LAN into several different segments. It is also responsible for filtering data by determining the data destination or discarding unnecessary data. Network bridges operate within the layers of the network and also control the data that crosses the boundaries from one local area network to the other. Data communications with standard telephone line and modems. Networks, especially the internet and large WAN with nodes spread over a large geographical area, commonly transmit data across telephone lines. Although telephone companies are offering more digital lines which are better suited to data transmission, most homes and businesses are still served by analog telephone lines. To transfer digital data over analog telephone lines, computers must use modems. When a computer sends data, its modem translates digital data into analog signals for transmission over standard telephone lines. At the receiving end, the computer's modem converts the analog signals back into digital data. The most important factors to consider when choosing a modem are internal versus external, transmission speed, data compression, and error correction. Modem transmission speeds are measured in bits per second. Currently, the preferred standards for modems are 56.6 kilobytes per second and higher. Broadband and wireless network. Broadband is a high data rate connection to the internet. The technology gets its name as a result of the wide band of frequencies that is available for information transmission. Information can be multiplexed and sent on numerous channels, allowing more information to be transmitted at a given time. The standard broadband technology in most areas is cable internet and asymmetric digital subscriber line (ADCL). The latest technologies are very high bitrate DSL and optical fiber connection. Broadband is also known as wideband. Wireless broadband is high-speed internet and data service delivered through a wireless local area network or wide area network. As with other wireless service, wireless broadband may be either fixed or mobile. A fixed wireless service provides wireless internet for devices in relatively permanent locations such as homes and offices. The service is similar to that provided through digital subscriber line, DSL or cable modem, but the method of transmission is wireless. Thank you. That sums up the 4th unit.